Party people, what's going on? It's another day. It's another episode. I do need to catch up on what day it is exactly. So if you give me a second, I'll just work it out. I think we are coming up towards like day 60. So what's up, everybody? This is day 58, as far as I'm aware. How's everyone doing? So we are week 3, day 2. And the development is as follows. Today we have a 285 to a 295 single at 7, which will be nice. I'm probably going to push 295 for that. 280 moved really well, and I just kind of want to keep that momentum going. Then we've got a quintuple at 7, a quintuple at 10% drop, and then another quintuple at an 8% drop. So it's really dropping off those back offs. We've then got some volume pause bench, and then today is like our most accessory heavy day. So we've got flat dumbbell press, we've got wide grip pull down, we've got tricep press down, and lying hamstring curl. All of these are, kind of optional as well, but I like to try and get them completed. I think my fatigue can hold up pretty well. And then we've got the day off tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it, The idea is, I think at the end of this week, it's like a 790 total. Week after that, we're looking at an 820 total. So we've gone 710, 760, and then it's 30 kilo jumps in total after that. So then we've gone, 760, 790, 820. But I thought I'd just have a quick conversation with you all. Just find out how's everyone's training doing, If you watch these videos but you've never commented before on here or any video, feel free to drop a comment, man. I'd be happy to start conversations, and also it's nice to kind of know that people have questions or just want to know stuff. Today we got blueberries, which are great for antioxidants. All around blueberries are great, but they do help with lifting in general as well as getting a bigger pump. I am trying to lean down a little bit, so I am swapping out my pre-gym Panny C for a handful or 2 of blueberries. Damn, they taste good. When I was a kid, I used to see my grandparents a lot, and they grew blueberries in their back garden. And whenever they couldn't find me, they would come down to the blueberry net, and I'd be in there just eating blueberries, like handfuls at a time. Absolutely love this stuff. But, yeah. In terms of training at the moment, it's a little bit like autopilot. I don't have any fear that I'm going to go in and fail the weight. There's no uncertainty. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know how good it's going to be. The only thing is, like, how quick can I move it? That's what I'm working on at the moment, especially with stuff like deadlift. Like, I know I can pull 295 for a single. That's never a question. What I want to know is how quickly can I pull that 295 for a single? Because that's how I like to measure my sessions. Is if weight is not an uncertainty, if weight is certain, if you know you're going to get it, then your next checklist on that is velocity. Because like, if you're maxing out, if you're going for a new PR, you don't really care how quick or slow it moves, you just care that you got the PR. But if you're working sub-maximally, if you're working at like a 7 or an 8, or you just have like a specific number to hit, then it's kind of list like, right, weight, check, velocity, check, and then it will come down to like form, and the kind of form and velocity I feel are one and the same. I feel like though you should never sacrifice velocity for form at these kind of like higher percentages. You want to ensure that you're getting that explosivity, especially in conventional deadlift. All right, my super go-go juice is all done. I can already feel that power surging through me, making me stronger. Who knows? I might even go Super Saiyan today. All jokes aside, to be fair, I think people that can channel that level of like sensation of like power they definitely have an advantage. Like if you think you're super saiyan, you're definitely unlocking like a few extra percent of strength. No, I tried, I got nothing. I was shooting for top set, catch. Well, that moved phenomenally. Cueing, just more like heel pressure, which is something that Joey was saying, just felt really good. I feel like I'm getting more of my hips into the movement, and like I'll definitely work on it for my back offs. I need a little bit more knee bend just to try and keep that lower back slightly more neutral, because I definitely don't have the right leverages or flexibility to try and keep myself neutral if I just bend my knees. So posterior chain engagement is definitely like a bonus, obviously. But yeah, I was happy with that. That moved sub RP 8, which was like top weight and top RP bracket. And now I just got back offs, which is my quintuple drop downs. So I'll see you for those. So squats moved really well. Deadlifts moved really well, and the like heel down cue is definitely something I'm gonna have to get better at. But it does like activate more of my posterior. It puts me in a really nice place where it's almost like I've primed the movement to just be bring hips through, torso over it, rather than having to like leg press it up. Like my back offs were more leg pressy, more just compact and driving through the legs, and they didn't feel bad at all. I didn't feel out of position. I know I had a lot of like posterior rounding, but we'll see. But no, that 295 flew about the same speed that my 300 flew, or quicker, just slightly, before I hit my 320. So I'm like really happy with it. It's moved in a great way. Now we've just got volume bench, so it's 3 sets of 6 at 7.5, so it's like 185. And then we've got all the accessories. So I'll get on with this and then I'll see you for accessories. I really wish my feet didn't slide as much. It would make my life so much easier. I've got 2 more sets of this and accessories. So I think I'll just cut to the accessories and I'll see you for those. Oh, what is up, everybody? So that is the end of today's session. I'm feeling really good for it, man. I'm feeling pretty jacked, but then again, I've done like nearly 70 reps of some form of bench press. I did 18 reps of like actual comp bench, and then I did 36 reps or 48 reps. I can't remember. I did 3 or 4 sets of 12 on flat dumbbell, and like the pump is, it's pumping. It's absolutely pumping. Mondays and Tuesdays are always nice sessions. They're very similar to how I used to train with the squat bench, deadlift bench with accessories. So it doesn't throw me, which is quite nice. And I was talking to Joey, and the fatigue profile, usually his athletes end up splitting those days into 2, but because I've trained to such a similar standard, I can keep up. And it's nice that I've found this like new avenue now for deadlift technique that just seems to be like, if I can get this, it might be limitless. Like I might be able to push 320, 330, 340 and it not be a breakdown of form. It just be a case of like, right, bang this technique and just add the strength I need. Because honestly, when I hit it perfectly on the 180 and then it started to break down from there, it did just feel like 180 felt lighter than the bar. It felt lighter than 100 and 140. It just felt so smooth. And I guess that's down to biomechanics, which is why I always harp on about that. But no, I'm feeling good. The hamstrings are definitely feeling it. That standing variation that you saw is a really good alternative. If you can't do the lying hamstring curl, if it's taken like it was today, you just turn around, put your leg in. The most important thing is where that pad's, you want it sat on your quad, not your knee or just above your knee. So like on your knee, that's your kneecap. You don't want the pad sat here. You want it sat a little bit higher. You want it sat against muscle, not ligament and not bone. But all in all, it's a really good session. And like that 295 moving below the RPE8 cap means that 307.5 is coming next week, and I am so damn excited for it. I'm really looking forward to it. So that is summarizing everything. I've been your host. I hope your lifts stay big. I hope your stresses stay un poquito. And I'll see you for the next episode, which is high bar and more legs. I swear to God, by the end of this, my quads are gonna be, I'm gonna be Quadzilla, all right? Catch.